Hey guys, it's Danny. Today we're going to be discussing about an Oncidium with a serious pest infestation. This is one that I purchased recently. I enjoyed the blooms, but I noticed it has aphids. So today we're going to try to get rid of them. I'll show you how I will go about it because luckily aphids are quite easy to eradicate. But first, let's look at the signs of the infestation. If you're looking at an orchid from afar, you might actually miss the aphids. But here is the clear sign that you might have a pest infestation with aphids. Take a look at this leaf. You can see it's dotted with very glossy spots. Also, it seems to have some white deposits on it. The glossy spots are actually aphid excrements. I know it's a bit yucky. And the white stuff is the skin they shed. And if we take a look at the flowers, we can actually see the aphids. Aphids do prefer to feed on new growth. So flower spikes, new fresh growth, and also flowers are the most affected and are the places where you should look for aphids. Both on the front and also if you turn the orchid around on the back, you will see them definitely. You can see them right there. First thing you need to do is to quarantine your orchid if it wasn't already in quarantine. Aphids can travel quite fast, so you don't want your other plants to be infected. Second of all, prepare the solution that will kill the aphids. And this you can do with household items like I will show you right now. First thing you will need is a spray bottle to make application easier. And second thing you will need is dish detergent and of course water. So I have some water in my spray bottle here. What I'm gonna do is pour a little bit of dish soap into the spray bottle. Now on the internet you will find dosages and stuff, but dish detergent really doesn't affect orchids that much, so I actually never measure this stuff. I just do stuff like I think it's best, and that should be enough. Give the bottle a shake to mix everything up, and you're pretty much ready to go. Now in the past I made a recipe with alcohol added to this mixture and it works great. Aphids really don't like alcohol, but since I'm dealing with an orchid which I presume is sensitive to alcohol, I will not use it. Aphids are really sensitive to soaps, so this treatment will work. It just needs more reapplying. So at this point you have an option: cut the flower spikes or leave them on. Of course you will probably choose to leave on the flowers because you want to enjoy them, but keep in mind with this solution you don't only have to spray the entire orchid, the flowers, the spikes as well. I personally enjoy the flowers enough and I want to make my life easier, so I will cut the flower spikes completely because this is where I have the most infestation. So I will go ahead and cut the flower spikes from the base and then I will throw them immediately into a bag and then throw away the bag. But as I was saying, you can totally leave on the flowers. Just keep in mind you need to spray the flowers, flower spikes, all the nooks and crannies very well because that's where most of the aphids sit. Okay, the next thing I would do is actually unpot the orchid, clean up the root system as well. Right now I'm in the process of sterilizing my medium in pot, so I will not repot it just yet, but that's perfectly fine. Aphids don't really sit in soil unless they drop there. So I will focus on treating the entire plant and I'll repot it in a few days when hopefully all the aphids will be dead. So what you want to do with the spray bottle is spray the entire orchid, the leaves front and back, pseudobulbs as much as you can. Practically soak the orchid in this mixture. Okay, now that the orchid is soaked, you don't need to rinse it. That soap will stop acting when it dries up. It's important to leave it on like this so it gets in contact with the actual insects and kills them. But what's important now is to maintain this orchid very well ventilated. I'm gonna keep it on my terrace because temperatures are warm and nice during the daytime for me now. But if you cannot place the orchid in a drafty location, a terrace, outside, the best thing to do is to get yourself a fan and place the orchid in front of a fan. You can keep it there for an hour or two to make sure that everything dries completely. Because with whatever water treatment you will perform with an orchid, there's always a chance you will rot a new growth or a crown or something of the sorts. Placing the orchid in front of a fan, let's say an hour on one side, an hour on the other side, makes sure that the excessive water gets evaporated really fast and the orchid will absolutely not mind the fan. Just be sure it doesn't bump it over. That's all you should be concerned of. But I do strongly suggest you try all measures available to you to dry the orchid very well within a few hours. So there's no need to purchase toxic insecticides for aphids, really trust me. But the downside is you need to repeat this treatment for a few days. Like any other household solution you might find for pests, you need to apply it regularly, at least for a while. So what I intend to do is spray this orchid once a day with this solution for a few days, maybe up to a week, and then inspect it very, very well and see if I have any more infestations. So alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you found this useful. Please rate this video below with a like if you've enjoyed it, and a dislike if you absolutely hated it. Subscribe to my channel for daily orchid videos, and I'll see you all next time. Bye! So the pinky hibiscus has bloomed, but I have quite a few others in bloom, and everything just looks so nice. This one is opening up as well. And sadly, I had the wren one opened yesterday. It would be so nice to have all of them in bloom at the same time. That's what I'm hoping with this arrangement, but I have to say, it's just so beautiful. I am loving this right now. And this baby pink, so pretty.